Documenting your mathematics data in the Common Core State Standards critical areas for grades K through 8. These critical areas in K through 8 mathematics are intended to establish a firm foundation for high school algebra. These areas provide great implications on instructional practice. Many instructional materials are surface and These areas provide great implications on instructional practice. Many of the instructional materials are just on the surface and don't provide the depth of practice needed. This system approaches mathematics in a different way, diving deep into core areas to develop habits of mind in those areas versus rushing through material. The critical areas are where the major focus is for that grade in mathematics. Mastery is the goal for these areas. A large increase in time and depth of understanding is expected in the critical areas. Look closely at your grade level standards, and you're going to need to let go of topics that are not listed at your grade level anymore, or you won't have time to really focus in on your critical areas. It's a challenging thing to do, but you've got to do it. Look at your grade level's critical area standards. Break down each standard into simpler components that you can teach and assess for each student. You may want to record when you present a component of a standard, as well as recording where individual students are in their understanding. For example, for kindergarten, the standard is know the numbered names and count sequence. The pieces of the skills that are in that standard include count to 100 by ones, count to 100 by tens, count forward from a given number that's not 1, and on your charts you can keep track of when you've presented each of those sub-standards. On your record sheet, you can keep track of as you present each of those components, and also how the students are meeting or exceeding on each of those substandards. Assessment for learning is ongoing, it's individualized, it drives your instruction by seeing where the students are in their learning, and it's data-driven. You see what sub-skills your students have mastered and which ones they still need to work on. You can gather this data through checklists, clipboards or folders, or gradebook sheets, class sheets, and individual sheets. Ongoing progress monitoring, even if not done perfectly, increases learning. Critical areas of mathematics will receive increased time and depth of understanding. Remember, you will want to do additional planning for these critical areas to reach the depth of knowledge that is required. If you have any questions, contact me or your content area specialist.